Welcome to Mind Your Body with Pilates. This is the first video of a multi-video series where I want to help you find your body, to connect deeper with your body. And we're going to be using the Pilates principles to do that. My name's Gretchen. I'm founder of Bounce to the Core, and I'm here every week with a new video. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and become part of the community because we'd love to have you. I also do weekly videos with my online members club, which I'm offering to you as well. So if you'd like to check out those videos, just head over to Balance to the Core and you'll see a big banner there that says your weekly video is now available. So just click that and see what weekly video there is. Each week it changes. Pilates. So Pilates isn't just pushing yourself into poses. It's actually a method of exercising. So we're working to condition your body so that you can feel all the juicy details that get you to that pose. I know when I first started Pilates, I was just sort of pushing myself into the pose that I was supposed to be pushing in, thinking, okay, yeah, I can do it. I'm strong. Not getting all of those glorious, juicy little details along the way. And that is where your body truly transforms. And that's where you truly develop your deep, deep strength. Okay, so we're going to go over a little bit of those details throughout this video series. And it's going to be fun. My ultimate goal is for it to be fun. Hopefully it gives you some aha moments where you learn a little something about your body and you can help take it into your own practice as well as to your other methods of working out as well as to your everyday living. There's an important factor to Pilates. You want to make sure that you're working in your sweet spot, which is that place between effort and ease. So you're not totally tensing into the pose and you're not necessarily relaxing into it, okay? You want to find that engagement. But what does it really mean to engage? So hopefully this experiment can help you. So what I want you to do is sort of just put your arm in front of you and let it like just hang, okay? Just let it hang. So now we've got no sort of engagement whatsoever. Now what I want you to do is you're going to straighten that arm. You're going to keep the shoulder on your back and you're just going to straighten the arm, okay? Now I want you to close your fingertips and I want you to reach that arm super strong and rigid. Like it is so long, it's so rigid that you're squeezing all the muscles along your back, your arm, all your fingers, everything. Okay, just hold there. You might want to breathe, don't hold your breath. And you might start to feel your muscles start to shake, right? It's like, okay, we are working hard, almost overworking because we're giving all our energy to this. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to keep this arm straight. Keep the fingers straight. So you're keeping the shape of that arm. Just let go of that rigidity. Is that a word? Rigidity? Just let go of like sort of that really ultimate muscle squeeze. So you can see your arm's still engaged because if you weren't engaged, it would flop down. So it's still on your back. It's still long. You don't have an elbow bent. Okay? You're still reaching long. Is your elbow bent or is it straight? Sometimes when I cue people to straighten their arms, they're still here. So I want you to actually look at your arm and straighten it. Don't lock it out or you're like just there. Now let everything go. Feel the difference? Okay, now reach, squeeze everything, and then let that squeeze go and keep that arm there. You feel how you're engaged, but it's not overly so. Okay, so that's where we want to get. That's your sweet spot. That's where you're working, but you're not overworking, okay? So let's take it to our hands and knees for a sec. All right, so kind of just square yourself off, okay? And I don't care which leg you reach, just reach a leg. And let's do some leg lifts, okay? So you're just going to lift the leg up and down. Okay, so you're kind of just doing it in the best alignment that you know how. And we're just lifting and lowering. And as you're here, just sort of scan your body and see what you feel. I'll tell you what I feel is I feel my booty. I feel sort of the big muscle of the butt working. And the more reps I do, the more I feel it, right? So that's where duration and reps are giving me the workout. So, you know, if I did like 100 of those, you better believe my butt's going to be burning. You'll notice that that exercise worked the big muscle of the booty. In a lot of workouts, that's sort of what happens is we are strengthening these big muscles that are already sort of strong. Like our gluteus maximus is the strongest muscle of the butt, and the gluteus medius and minimus aren't getting any attention really. And how about all those little muscles around the hip and around the pelvis to help keep the pelvis stable? So all of those muscles I wasn't really thinking about, nor do I think my pelvis was very stable as I was doing it. Like I was trying to keep my form, but yeah, like it's a little rocking and rolling there. So that's the thing, is I was able to keep doing it and pretty much keep okay form. Like if you looked at me, it looked like I was keeping form and doing my booty exercises, okay? So now we're gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna cue you along the way with some Pilates principles, okay? Hands are gonna get underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. So you wanna get your arms like we did in the beginning, where they're engaged. They're not tense, they're not letting go. They have that engagement. So the arms are straight, they're on your back, and they're just not collapsing and they're not overworking. And then you want to get your neck nice and lengthened. Draw your belly in so that you support your spine and it doesn't start to collapse. And you don't want to support it so much that you flex. Okay, you want to just keep that length. Take that same leg, reach it back behind you. Okay, so what we didn't talk about in that first rep is what was your opposite leg doing? So what I want you to do is I want you to push that opposite leg, push the foot down, push the shin down. And I want you to see if you can feel your hamstring and seat of that leg. So if I show you on this side, we're working the seat, the hip. We want to try to get into all those muscles to help stabilize ourselves there. So really push down and feel if you can feel your seat muscles, okay? And then when you're anchored, so you're anchored so much and supported, then we can lift this leg up. And the leg that lifts, I want you to reach it from your center. Reach it from your abs. Your abs pull in, and that leg is reaching right from those muscles, right underneath the ribs. All right. So now turn your inner thigh up to the ceiling so we're really square. So do that again. Let your leg sort of turn out, and then allow it to turn in. Feel the difference in the muscles. Okay, we're trying to get into those weaker muscles. We want to strengthen those. All right, now lift the leg up and really reach it long. Bottom leg anchored, arms anchored, belly in. And now bring it down and up. But you're reaching it long, feeling those inner thighs turn to the ceiling. Do you feel the whole leg working now? Hamstring all the way up to the seat. So it's not just the seat working. You also have like the inner hamstring working, which is a really tough muscle to get to. All right, down and up. And now let's add your breath. All right, so inhale, go down. Exhale up. How much more power did you get? And just keep anchoring yourself, and then hold it up there. Maybe flex the foot. Does that change your muscles that you're using? Now really push through the heel, right? Inner thigh pulls up to the ceiling. Lift that leg and stretch it even longer from your center and give little pumps. All right, now what muscles are you feeling? You feel some more muscles along the hip, leg, pelvis. Breathe right from your center. Good, and then release. So maybe, I don't know if you felt this, but did you feel your stabilized leg working hard? Yeah. So doing 100 reps of those probably isn't possible without then losing your form. So in Pilates, we do less reps because your whole body is working together, because you've got those stabilized muscles also working. If you did too many reps, they burn out and then they no longer work. And then what you're doing is you're just strengthening the overworked strong muscles already. And those stabilized, smaller, weaker muscles are just getting weaker. So you want to make sure that you feel everything together working. And then once you don't feel it anymore, stop. Maybe get yourself back situated and then go back into it. Okay, so it's not about how many reps. In Pilates, it's not about duration. It's not about intensity. It's not about, how many reps you're doing. It's how connected you are. You see when you did that fully connected and then you added your breath to it, how it is a full body exercise. And that's why every little exercise in the Pilates repertoire, it's basically one big exercise all together. You have to be able to stay present when you do Pilates, so for the first rep when we were just doing the leg lifts, right? It would be easy to like kind of think about your grocery list and think about what you have to do that day. And it's like, okay, when is this going to be over? It's easy to get bored, I think, when you're just focusing on choreography. Where the second one, when I'm cueing you all these different things, and yay, I over-cued probably, but I just want you to see all the things that you can focus on in the body where your mind can't wander. It has to stay present with what you're doing so that you become that detective of your body and you start to be able to scan your own body. Say, okay, where is this now? Where's my head? Did my head drop? Am I still reaching long out of it? You know, where's my foot? Is it flexed or point? You know, is my leg turned in or out? Which muscles are working? And then you can start paying attention to that in your everyday living so that you don't overwork muscles that have been overworked for years. And the more that they overwork, that's when you're prone to injury. So let's kind of realign, take those cues into, you know, everyday living and see what happens from there. It's pretty cool. If you want to take what we did here, can you imagine so that, you know, the second version, that's only a little blip of your workout. Like working like that for 30 straight minutes is intense, but you leave that feeling so invigorated and energized. It's not depleting at all, nor is it boring. So like the 30 minutes goes pretty quickly. But if you want to work out with me, if you want to take what you're learning here into some workouts, come check out my weekly workouts. Thanks for being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.